Hello.
Hey man.
Oh, welcome back.
Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Not gonna stay up super late, but doing some more attempts.
Yeah.
How's your game?
Oh, it's good. It's fun. I got through a big battle. It's not hard. The game itself is not hard, which is actually kind of a nice little change from
Yeah,
from
Dark
other
Souls.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, I just put my food away. I didn't really accomplish much today, but
Yeah, yeah. That's fine. Today's not for doing anything important.
yeah. In the morning, I went for a walk, got a bagel, and I was like, oh, I feel so like good. Like I'm gonna get stuff done. And then I got home and I was like, I played my game for a little bit, and then I'm like, you know what? I really love to take like a nap. And then I did, and then I was like, oh well, there's the day's gone. Okay,
Fuck it.
okay, we'll do it live. Some days you just need, you just need a little bit of a relax time,
Of course.
decompression. Yeah, I have obviously a lot going on with the erection this week.
With a what?
The erection.
The election or
Oh right, yeah,
erection?
both. Both.
Juicy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But whatever. I mean, it is whatever the results of that are. We'll see. What it means at work. Hopefully, it'll be kind of chill. I
You're
don't
all
know.
fired.
You're fired.
Trump just comes in and says, "You're fired."
Oh my
All of NBC is fired.
god. All
You're all
content.
fake news. I'm firing all of you.
I guess Max would be fired then too over at CNN.
Yeah, because they also do fake news.
I'm like, Fox News, are you hiring? Actually, they are. They are hiring like the same or very similar position as mine a while ago. I noticed. And I was just like, ew, fuck off. That would not work for them.
You told me, I think. Too bad.
Yeah, yeah. I really like couldn't work for a company that morally objectionable. I feel like I don't know.
Oh my god, yeah. You'd hate it.
Yeah, just even if it, I know people who have worked for Fox News, but and they were like, yeah, like it was pretty awful. I'm like, well, why did you work there? But I mean, you gotta pay the bills. Like
You
I don't
do, you
begrudge
do.
anyone. Definitely do not begrudge anyone needing to make money.
A job is a job.
Yeah. Oh, you saw that French bulldog character I was talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah. That's how he looks
Is he
like.
so funny with? So cute. Very silly. Even for a turn-based tactical game like Final Fantasy Tactics, which is very, very similar to, it's easier than most of mine, which is nice.
That's
Not
nice.
like, yeah, it's not like for babies, but it's like certainly quite doable. So I'll take it. Candidate disease. Inches.
Oh, this is so tedious, but I have to do it.
So you're counting the
Yeah, I'm
or
tallying them up.
yeah, yeah. The way I was thinking about it earlier was like, you in the amount of time it'll take to do like, this statistical test. it will save you that of time
Oh
on the
my
actual
god.
run.
Yeah,
In the long.
that's the goal, is to not have runs like thrown away due to
Yeah,
bad luck. You know, that's
right.
like the worst feeling.
Totally. No more
Dude,
dead run.
what if it's like Metroid and I have to get another N64 that has like good luck built in?
Oh my god. Different things, but
It's console
so
specific.
crazy. So evil.
That is very cruel.
Yeah. It feels like it's so much later than it is. So weird. Which is good because I'm like very night owl anyway.
Yeah, I like working at night.
Yeah, definitely. I was talking to James just right before I saw your message, and
Yeah.
he he was just we were just talking about how much fun it was to watch our VHS Friday the 13th.
Oh
And
yeah.
I actually really I mean I had seen some moments from that movie, but I never really seen it, and uh, it is kind of so I was actually kind of surprised. I knew that in one of the movies his mother is the killer or whatever,
The
but
first one, first and second one,
yeah,
I think.
yeah. So I'd never seen either. So I actually was like surprised. Well, because she gets her head chopped off in the first one.
Oh, okay. So I think it's just the first one. I
Yeah,
haven't.
pretty
I
much.
saw it last year, but I don't remember that much from it. It
Right.
was
I mean,
really
it's so
cheesy.
silly.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah,
silly movie.
yeah, it's super cheesy. But I mean, but watching it, in that way, it's just so fun. But James is like, oh, like you gotta find the second one, and I'm like, I know, but I was like, unfortunately, as we were talking about, as we observed going to the flea market, like I couldn't believe, although I can, that a lot of the vendors had VHS shit out, like VHSs, VCRs, all of that, and I was just like, oh my god, like we've entered an era where now VHS tapes are getting more and more like popular,
Yeah.
and we're on the upward part of that U curve with them. So it's like I love the idea of it, and hey, if I saw, it's low fidelity, which like I'm not into low fidelity unless it
Especially
comes to
for
like
for
gaming.
watching
Yeah,
movies, I would like to see as much detail as possible.
yeah, right,
You know, it's
exactly.
it's unfortunate. I like the aesthetic, but yeah, it's really
Yeah,
hard to enjoy movies when they're so low quality.
yeah, and that's the only thing that like my intention is to just enjoy the
Yeah,
aesthetics of
of course,
VHS.
of course. Um,
So
like when
yeah,
we were watching, you remember that time when COVID happened, lockdown started, we came over and we watched VHS tapes.
yeah,
That was super fun, but of course, like the sound quality was so bad,
yeah.
and just
Oh yeah,
visually it was bad. It's like cropped, because the
yeah,
aspect ratio is like
yep,
modified.
yeah.
It's just
Film has
strange.
been
It's a strange
formatted.
way to watch stuff.
Yeah,
We also experienced the generation prior to streaming where if you wanted to see movies or shows like, on the cheap, you would
yeah,
find like a very low quality YouTube rip or on Putlocker or other like
yeah,
websites that were like hosting TV
yeah,
shows. I mean, and we would just watch it on a shitty laptop screen.
yeah.
And like for a while, I just watched movies on my laptop, and that's not desirable at all. You really don't want to watch media that
Yeah.
way
No.
in like super low resolution.
Yeah, I mean something that I noticed right away was like you had said, the aspect ratio was cut
Hmm.
down and formatted for TV screens, and you lose your detail. I mean, the movie is from what I was trying to find like higher resolution clips and stuff just to like compare, and it was hard to even find anything out there. I don't know if there must be like a Blu-ray, I guess, or some shit for it, but like, the movie is so low budge. Like I was
Yeah.
very surprised. I didn't know that it was. I'd only ever seen AVGN like talking about it, so I didn't really know much about it. But when I actually was seeing it, the audio was so bad. Not just the VHS, the way the movie was filmed.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
characters there's characters talking over each other constantly, and like it's just the dialogue is also like poor. Like it's not paced like a movie. It's paced very much like it's almost more like found footagey toward in the beginning, but then it kind of like when it hits its stride, it's kind of like the climax at the very end. It's the only like
Mhm.
movie like part of it.
I know, because they just jerk you off the entire time, and
Yeah.
you know something big is gonna happen, so you just
Right.
like have to sit there and wait and wait and wait for the money shot at the end.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a common movie tactic. I mean, literally nothing would happen for like 45 minutes.
Yeah. People
Yeah.
got like picked off very slowly,
Yeah.
but it's just like, when is something
The tease is
more
just like
happen?
so irritating.
Yeah.
I hate
And then
it.
in the end, right? And then in the end, when I saw her, I was like, oh, like I think. Hilarious. But then the boat scene, and that just like doesn't make any sense actually.
No, it doesn't. It's all nonsense.
It's nonsense. It's a dream, I guess,
Yeah.
but
You can't take it seriously. You can't overanalyze because the moment you start analyzing it, it falls apart.
oh yeah. Well, how did she know that? Like she was,
What's the lore? No,
Yeah.
there's no logical explanation. You're just supposed to go into it and be like,
Yeah.
whatever. There's
Yeah.
this like Terrifier series that's out now.
Yeah.
It's super popular. Like it's
Right.
gone super mainstream,
Yeah.
and it's doing a lot of things right, in which like the antagonist, this killer, you really
Yeah.
don't know anything about him
Mhm.
at all. And
Clown
the
thing.
less is better, you know?
Right.
Like, can't over explain shit. And
No.
a lot of fans are clamoring for that.
Yeah.
They want to know like where he went to school. Like they want to know
Uh,
like stupid details about his life. Like
yeah.
is he supernatural? Is he a real person? How do you explain these things that happen? Bro, like don't question it. Do
No.
yourself a favor and just
Yeah.
let it be its own thing.
Right.
Not everything needs to be compartmentalized and labeled
And
and
analyze.
yeah, just like to death, man.
Absolutely.
It's really not a big deal.
That again is like toxic movie culture, just like toxic gamer culture. It's like, oh well, we need to know how Mario like got to the Mushroom Kingdom, and like, is
Oh
this the
my.
same Mario? Is like the
There's
Donkey
got to
Kong
be some
game
kind
Mario?
of psychological
Yeah,
it like
problem.
mental illness term for that kind of thinking. Like it's really
Yeah,
bizarre.
or at least like a buzzword that like describes people's desire to like overanalyze all this.
There's like a need. It's just a biological need. They have to know. They have to know.
Yeah,
It's like, well,
it's
where did
very
he
strange.
come from? I don't. Who fucking cares? Like,
Where did he come from?
he's
Where did
an
he go?
no Cotton Eye Joe.
Ew.
He's some kind of supernatural horror. Like he came from the another dimension. Who cares? Like just
Yeah,
assume he's not from around here.
yeah. Be content with the fact that you don't need to know the explanation. Yeah,
It's
it's like the
really
same
not
thing with
important.
right. It's similar with like Freddy Krueger. Like I think Freddy Krueger has some sort of backstory where he's like a convict or like a killer or something
Oh
like
yeah, they
that.
try to explain. And with Joker, they have like an origin story.
Uh,
Like these are characters that exist because they're cartoony characters that have no defining traits.
Yeah.
They're nebulous. They're kind of they're paper thin. They're just an idea. They're an idea of a person. They're not actually a real person.
Right.
A nightmare, you know.
Yeah, Chucky is a convict or a serial killer who dies and then
Gets
possesses
resurrected,
the
and but then when
yeah.
you make your sequels, you want to break out of that mold. You don't want to be stuck in this, like, you know, because once you start explaining shit, then you put yourself in the box.
Yeah.
And now you have to work in the box, and it's so limiting. Like, just that's why there's so many.
Lore or something.
We're talking about like horror icons like Chucky and Freddy Krueger and things like that having origins, and like how limiting that can be sometimes. Because once you start explaining away everything about this villain, they become less scary, because then like you know who they are. It's more scary when you don't know anything about this person and they're just like a menace.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah. Although I will say the backstory they gave Michael Myers made him even more creepy, so I appreciated it.
I mean, they did give him backstory in the first film, the first Halloween. But it's very brief. Like, you don't need to know a lot.
No, but like in the latter ones, that's when they explain like the pagan rituals and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's an example of them trying not to get boxed in, you know? They want to make their own thing, but yeah, the next movie after that, like, they're gonna have to build on what they did before, and it's dangerous. You can write yourself into a corner.
The fucking Alien now is just off the rails.
Right, that perfect example. You know, they did Prometheus and Alien Covenant. They're trying to like weave all these different threads together and explain where the xenomorphs came from, and then they want to explain where these guys came from, and it was so much more interesting when you didn't fucking know.
And I liked Prometheus because it didn't expressly be like, this is the origin of this.
It didn't.
But no,
it just showed you something.
So hard
Covenant was horrible. Yeah, Covenant was really awful.
And
that's what I
read
hear.
The news this week that Ridley Scott's making the next Alien, and I'm just like, no, there's a reason why Romulus was so good. It's because you weren't involved anymore.
Yeah, dude. I mean, these visionary auteur type people, you know, they had good movies once upon a time, but it doesn't mean that they're infallible. And yeah, it's like, just because they made a good movie once doesn't mean they're gonna do it forever.
There's very few people who can continue making. There's very few people who can continue making excellent movies over and over, even if it's not as prolific. Like the Irishman.
Oh yeah.
Example of that. Like The Irishman was really good.
I
thought it was
good. It's not like amazing, but I like.
It's contended.
It's a character study more than it is like. It's not like taste like The Godfather or something that's like really tight and concise. I just thought it was a great vehicle for Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
I somewhat agree. My thing is, I believe too many of the prolific like directors care too much about what young people want nowadays.
You think they're not doing what?
But I think like Ridley Scott and those ones do.
Or, you know, people are just afraid of telling them no, this doesn't work.
That too.
I guess,
That's
but like when you look at like, I guess, but like when you look at their old stuff compared to now, some of it's such a stark contrast where it's just like, I wonder if you're just worried about like modern audiences.
I mean, the making of episode 1 and then 2 and 3, it's just so crazy that the people around George Lucas, just everything he's saying, they're acting like he's this like great genius who can do no wrong, where it's so obvious there's a lot going off the rails. Like everyone in the room is kind of like reacting to like, oh God, like this is really not coming together. And like, I don't know, it sort of just shows these, you know, they become legendary because of successes, and then, you know, they fucking lose it.
So what you're saying is episode 1 is bomb bad.
All bomb bad.
Oh, bump that. Got it.
So good.
Got it.
Dude, it was so much fun watching that in the theater again. Jesus Christ.
It really was.
We gotta
yeah.
go again if it ever comes back.
It always comes back. It's like a
Didn't it
bad
do better?
rash.
It did something. It like beat some other new movie that was coming out at the same time.
That's
I forget
funny.
what it
Yeah,
was.
I forget what it was, but yeah, I remember making fun of it.
Yeah. So bad that like a movie from 1999 is beating like current movies.
It was like that when they re-released all the Spider-Man movies again, the Tobey Maguire ones.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Spider-Man 2 beat out something. It's just like, boy.
People love Toby.
I mean, he is my favorite.
Yeah, Toby is so good.
The only reason I like the new Spider-Man movie was because of Tobey. Like, you take those two out of it, and I just don't care anymore.
It was a different time. There was so much more love and passion when it came to projects like that. There was actual, real heart that went into these making movies.
From Sony, of all people. Crazy.
Well, it's Sam Raimi. Like, he's not gonna like make
I
some
don't know,
corporate
man.
schlock.
Did you
Shit.
watch the new like Doctor Strange? It's pretty fucking bad.
Sam Raimi directed? Oh yeah, he did.
It's not that great.
Yeah,
it's
I've
mid.
heard.
It's pretty mid.
Unfortunate.
Everyone
I did
was
not
so
see
hyped
it.
because they heard horror movie and Marvel and Sam Raimi, so everyone was like, "This is gonna be done well." And then it came out, and they're like, "There's
Yeah.
some shock value stuff, but it's not really that good."
I do not care for Doctor Strange as a character.
He's a pretty good character. Just not in the MCU.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Ugh.
I like that website that's like a name generator for Benedict Cumberbatch. It just makes nonsensical versions of his name.
So weird.
Well, apparently Steve doesn't like him for his portrayal of Khan. But
No.
I think I like him in his different roles, especially in Sherlock, but other ones as well.
Yeah, Sherlock was good, but then every other fucking movie started being like, we need an autistic character.
Autistic savant. There's a difference.
Yes, but it's like, it's so, it's in every movie. Like, what is this? It's like, I don't know,
It's
man.
acceptance run amok. What do you mean? It's not hard.
Or is it like art imitating
Wait,
life?
time out. Maybe. Angelo, are you streaming?
Yeah.
Or is it picking up our Discord call?
Yes. Don't say anything weird, please. Just have a normal conversation, for God's sake.
No,
Alright, so Steve, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like feet?
Oh my God, you bring that up so much.
You're the one who
All
brings
it does
up.
is reveal your own obsessions.
About feet? I don't
Yeah.
deny that is
Yeah.
But you're of the three of us, you bring it up so much. I mean, it's obvious. Like, I don't care what you do on your free time, but it's just weird that you bring it up every time we talk.
People walk in urine and feces and God knows what else on the ground. It's so gross. Gross.
Anyway. Well, I bring it up with you guys as a joke because hobbit feet.
I don't see the relevance.
Anyway, it's fine.
I will point it out next time you bring up feet, which will be soon. I'm gonna point it out to you again and be like, Alan, you did it again. You brought up feet out of nowhere.
And I will be proud of myself.
Yeah. It'll probably be like tomorrow, but I'm just letting you know now.
You know what's infuriating? When you load up a dishwasher and then forget one thing when the wash cycle's already started.
Well, you watched it in the
Just happened
sink.
to me.
Oh shit! What am I, caveman?
I just finished dishes.
Hand wash. Honestly, the only things I hand wash at this point anymore are any of the stuff that can't be dishwashed, like my specialty mugs or whatnot. The Mario mug I got you guys, I just realized it said it's microwave and dishwashers. Let's see if I didn't realize I've just been hand washing.
I still don't trust that though. I hand wash it. Just anything that's nice. I mean, I have no choice. I have to hand wash everything, but I would suggest hand washing that regardless.
Why is John Numbers accusing me of identity theft? What kind of message did I just fucking get?
Small health. Okay. So far, the small health drop has an even distribution between doors, as does the big health. The one up seems to favor door number 2.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. I was playing with Dan and hopping back on Zelda.
Zelda.
I got through some more of it today. Damn. Seriously, it makes you think, what if Zelda was a girl?
What if, indeed?
Well, this girl-esque.
Just about to make a joke.
This old lady family friend that we had saw me playing Wind Waker years ago
I think you told me that.
when I was a kid. Yeah, I've told Steve this. She saw me playing Wind Waker and she's like, "Oh wow, is that a leprechaun?"
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. I was like, nah, yeah, it is. It's a leprechaun.
That is adorable. That actually really is cute.
Wind Waker Link is very leprechaun coded.
Oh yeah, it's colorful and he's short. No, it's adorable.
Old ladies. So much fun.
Speaking of, I just found out my sense's wife died before I got a Discord call.
Oh, that's horrible.
It was his birthday. It was his birthday yesterday, so I was calling to wish him a birthday. And him and I were supposed to have dinner together before he moved away to South Carolina, but that's when it was around the time when I got hospitalized.
Wait, who's
So
wife
just catching
His
my
sensei.
his wife.
Oh.
I felt terrible because I asked how she was. She had dementia. I knew that's why they removed it. I didn't know she died though. The last couple months. I was like, oh man, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, when I hear sensei, I just think of Napoleon Dynamite. Bow to your sensei.
I was rewatching that last week. It always gets a rewatch occasionally. It is like one of the dumbest movies, but it just works.
It's a really dumb movie. Rex Kwon Do.
I was even shocked
Hold on.
that his brother got like a happy ending. You ever watch it, Steven?
Yes, but it's a very long time since I've seen it. I remember thinking it was okay, but it didn't.
It was. I watched at the perfect time. It was in high school. I still liked dumb humor like that. Randomness. It's really a movie to do about nothing. Plus the famous Napoleon Dynamite dance. It's infamous.
Right. Okay. Right.
I gotta check. Did they add? Not that I need to. I can just check YouTube. Did they add the stupid Zelda music from Echoes to the Nintendo app or no?
Not that I thought. But
You'd figure they just put Echoes of Wisdom on there. Why didn't you put the new Zelda game on there?
I know I listened to that soundtrack a lot on YouTube, and I had the same thought.
That's a little odd. I was watching the My Life in Gaming stream before I hopped on with Dan to play Destiny. So I asked them a question about what they thought about the app while they were live streaming. They're like, we actually like it. And we like the ability to extend stuff, and they're like, it's kind of like a cool little thing that we have now.
Right.
And I was like, what about the DMCA? They're like, we don't think they'll be any worse than they currently are.
Right. I hope they take down everything. I can laugh at the corpse of those dead
Echoes,
YouTube
yeah, when you
channels.
look up Echoes, the only thing that comes up is Echoes Edge from Kirby Star Allies. You have Kirby Star Allies music on here and not Echoes of Wisdom? Like, come on.
I mean, hopefully they'll of it. It'd be nice.
My only two favorite songs are the Metroid Prime last boss music and the main theme from the Wii Shop channel.
Hmm.
I gotta favorite more songs. Like the Zelda ones.
I like the
that's
Phendrana battle music. It's really good.
the what band music you cut out?
Phendrana battle music.
Oh, okay.
It's they call it battle music, but it actually plays when you do certain puzzles in the Phendrana drifts. Like if you do, there's a before you get into like the laboratory area, there's like a kind of a pit with frozen water, and you have to use the morph ball to like go into the morph ball bomb slots to raise the level of the water with the little ice platforms. It plays then because it's like a timed puzzle. It's cool. It's like kind of like thinking music, but it plays the Drana like main theme. It's excellent.
Where? I'm trying to look at it's not showing up.
It's like maybe the fifth or sixth song from the end.
Yeah, I'm back.
And
I was
there's
telling
a pirate
Alan,
battle. There's Phase on Mine.
it's right before. It's right before a couple of. It's before Phase on Mine. I'm telling Alan one of my favorite songs.
Oh, Phendrana battle.
Yeah.
The puzzle.
Yeah, the puzzle music. It's so good because it plays the Phendrana like main theme, but it's like very like techno-y. It's like thinking music. It's so good.
I love the industrial sounds of that game.
Yeah, I was saying too. It plays when you get into that area where you have to get into the mine or the laboratory, but you know in Phendrana, and you have to like raise the water level and stuff to get to that top platform.
You have to use the morph balls boost on the spinners.
I love this like little like piano thing in the middle of the song. It's pretty cool.
And those damn,
very good.
Those damn like flying enemies like knock you off the platform.
Yeah.
Make you fall back in the water.
There's that sound that's like near. I guess time is counting down. So good. That game.
All right, hold on. Sorry, one more.
Sure.
I still don't own Prime. I eventually have to. It's a go to own all the Primes eventually.
I'm back again. Sorry. Yeah, Phendrana is so good. It's great that Metroid Prime made it on like this starting library of this app.
Yeah.
It's in the first round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like it. That is there.
But yeah, that industrial sound where it's like you hear like things clanking and whirring in the background, like so it just sounds like there's so much machinery and weird noises in the background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some of it sounds like it comes from like animals or alien life.
Yeah. I love how they use all like the majority of the same like audio samples and effects that they created for Prime 1 in Prime 2, which is you get some good music there too. I find it a little bit more morose than the first one.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Music is more dreary. But I think the notable exceptions like the Torgus Bog, everyone loves that.
Everyone loves that.
It's so good. But the rest of the music is very like depressing and dark sounding.
Yeah, it reflects the game, I guess,
It does.
which is technically correct.
Yeah. Yeah. And Runner.
Try big rush. Fucking Gorons.
Gordon's.
Goodness.
Demigorgon. Whatever happened to Stranger Things? Did those people end up making another show or what?
They should be.
It's been years.
The Netflix show?
Yeah,
Arguably
Stranger
after the second
Things.
and third season, I could have stopped.
Yeah, I watched the first season. I thought it was kind of cool, but then I was like, I don't know. It seemed like the type of show that lost its direction. From what I saw.
Off the fucking rails.
It went off the fucking rails. Because Netflix was like, we have a hit, now let's milk it to death.
Yeah.
Child actors, man, you gotta
Hard.
strike while the iron is hot. You know, they grow up really quickly.
I loved the first and second seasons, and then after that, it was getting so stupid.
There's something weird with that Millie Bobby Brown. Isn't it so weird that her Bobby Brown? Every time I heard this talking of this Millie Bobby Brown, I thought they were referring to like Whitney Houston's husband.
What?
Well,
No.
Bobby Brown, because their daughter was something Bobby Christina Brown, I think. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway.
Yeah, her career is strange. She's in a lot of flops.
Did
I
she
think-
date some old guy too?
No, she was
No,
involved
I
in
think
some scandal with Drake, the rapper.
Yes, that's it.
There was a lot of
He sent
controversy.
Inappropriate text to her or something.
Well, not necessarily inappropriate text. It's just like they were texting, period. It's like this guy shouldn't even be friends with this girl. They started like, you know, texting each other like, you know, like it was like one of her friends, but like the guy was a grown man and she was like 14. There's really no good reason for him to be in contact with her.
Right. I knew it was like something like.
And I think
Yeah.
he like told her like, oh, like if you ever want to need advice about stuff or like advice about like boy stuff, like you can tell me.
That's
It's just
right. That's right.
that is so
What
fucked.
the-
I'm
I
glad
mean,
he got publicly
Hollywood.
humiliated for that.
I'm gonna have a slice of cheesecake.
Cool. I had some apple pie again. That's all I'm gonna be eating for the next month.
She really
I-
wanted cheesecake, and I found out that Stop and Shop sells Junior's cheesecake, which is like it's my favorite cheesecake place when I was in college.
James and I went to the juniors in Manhattan. It was alright.
This is good. This is good.
Also, Millie Bobby Brown. I think people are realizing after she got famous, and like, you know, exploring her thoughts a little bit more. They're realizing that she's not that bright. She had this interview where she basically said like, I think she was gonna be in this movie that was like a remake or something, or maybe not. I think they were asking about like some like famous 80s movies or something. And she just says something along the lines of like, "Oh, I don't even like movies. Like I don't watch like any movies. You know, I just think they're like really boring. Like I just fall asleep." And everyone's like, "But you act in movies and TV. Like why are you an actress if you like it's not great to be in that business and say I don't like movies. That's really, really weird.
Yes, I kind of get it though.
How? That's so bizarre.
You never did anything you hated.
As a bro, She's in entertainment. Usually everyone in entertainment just loves entertaining people, and they like... How can you not even be interested in like, famous fucking movies? Like, what? There's no excuse for that. That's so weird.
I've been.
Yeah, but they're not, like, famous actresses and actors, are they?
No. I think the only weird thing I've heard is that a lot of actors don't watch the show they're in, which is mind-boggling to me, honestly.
No, it isn't though. I can understand that because I'm not of that mentality, but I think a lot of people get really, really in their head and weirded out about seeing themselves
That's
on
different.
camera.
You know,
Yeah.
Yes, but like why though?
okay, so if
Well,
you're...
Time on this project, it's like
Yeah, but
it's a
imagine
thing.
you're in, like, the opera, right? Like, where Steve works, and you're in a lot of... You act in a lot of operas, you sing in a lot of operas. Like, sure, you may not like watching yourself do it. That's one thing. But, like, what if they ask you and you're like, oh, I don't even like opera at all. I think it's boring. I just do it because whatever. Like, that's not going to make people fond of you.
No.
probably not. But if the money's there, I do something I hate.
It's art. Nobody does it for the fucking money.
I mean, I would disagree.
Yeah, except majority of people aren't rich and famous. We only know, celebrities are not the norm.
I'm talking about the celebrities.
Yeah, that's not the norm. Most people suffer and, like, live off, fucking ramen for
No,
years
that part I know. but
because
my
they
point is,
just
like,
love the business.
I know. I don't say they love the business. I think they want to be the famous person and make all the money. I do not believe any of these low, like, paid actors don't have that aspiration.
Bro, why would
I think-
anyone suffer when they could just get a normal job and live comfortably?
I don't. Bro, really?
It's because they enjoy it. I think it's really fucked up to be like, I don't like this at all. Like, I don't give a shit about movies. You're in movies, bitch.
It's a bad look. Even if that's your vibe, like that's or even if you see it as work that's separate from like something that you're maybe as interested in or passionate about, it's bad marketing to be like, oh, I don't watch movies. It's part of your job is to actually be like aware of movies. That's like you get cast. And I
Yes.
have a big issue with this. People get cast in movies and or writers are cast to like or hired to write things and they're like, oh, I've never watched the original Star Wars. And it's like, ew.
How?
Like, yeah, first of all, how? And second of all, like that's doing a disservice to this franchise that you've been tasked with being a custodian of. That's like a huge issue with a lot of like projects
Remakes,
and
Right,
yeah.
writers
Star
now.
Wars.
Yeah,
Right.
not
And so I
being
think-
aware of movie history is not good.
Right. And
You know
so
that's like a rampant. Oh, sorry.
no, and so but separately from that, I think a lot of actors tend to be very, very in their heads and they can't watch things that they've been in
Yeah.
without over analyzing everything about it and like cringing over every choice that they've made and every
Yeah.
thing. So it's to me totally understandable that like people are very uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, I think that's a totally different conversation. Like, watching
is.
stuff that you're in. But, like, if you were to ask, like, Jodie Foster, like, oh, like, what are your favorite movies? Imagine she's just like, oh, I hate movies.
Yeah.
Like what? Like, you're an artist, you're an actor, you're in entertainment. How the fuck
Right.
do you not enjoy movies?
Yeah.
Any
even if
famous
she's not-
actor, if you were to ask them about film, like, they talk your ear off about film.
Right, and even if it's not like her leisure activity to like watch movies and like think about them, that it's still like important for her to be like, oh, I'm a fan of it, whatever. You have to
Yeah.
sort of toe the party line. For your-
Why would you even go into acting if, like, what, like, people grow up, like, in their childhood, they grow up and they watch movies, and the movies they watch, like, have a big impact on them. Like, most actors will say in interviews, they'll be like, oh, when I was young, I watched Wizard of Oz, or I watched this, and then I, like, really, I wanted to study acting, and I you know, and everything that they've watched has an impact on their art style and the way they tackle, you know, projects. They're very aware of a lot of things in film. Plus, like, when they go to a new project, they like devour all this new information. You know, they want to know the director, you know, what they've done before. They want to know what their co-star has done before.
Right.
I don't know. It sounds very bitchy and stupid to be like, well, you know, I fall asleep when I watch movies. They're so boring. Like, what?
Yeah, for sure.
You're in the wrong business, honey. I fall asleep
Right.
watching your performance in season 4 of Stranger Things.
Oh,
But
I
an
agree.
issue that's like rampant now is just like no one understands source material for video game adaptations at all.
Yeah, not a single fucking good video game adaptation ever. It just can't happen. For some reason, it just can't fucking happen.
We got some
There are few exceptions.
few, but obviously the Mario Brothers movie is really fine.
The Last of Us is good.
Right.
What else is good? Sonic is pretty good. I know you guys haven't seen it.
I saw the first one. I think it was fun.
I feel like we're forgetting like a big one. What am I
Uncharted.
mentioning? No, the first I like the first Mortal Kombat because that was such uncharted territory at the time. You know, the new one was Uncharted. Hey Steve.
Yep.
Do you remember Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
the monumental flop.
So bad. No, I forgot. Detective Pikachu was pretty good.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That's not exactly a video game adaptation, though.
Oh, you're
to me-
right. That's true.
I mean, yeah, it's not like. Well, no, I'm
Detective
wrong. I
Pikachu
mean,
video game.
yeah, I mean, it's about Pikachu, I guess. So. It's not really like a mainline Pokemon story, though.
Right.
Like, it's not about a trainer, you know, going to gyms and doing battles.
No,
Yeah.
the Detective Pikachu video game was definitely not about that. Solving mysteries and stuff. I like the first Resident Evil.
It was really not good, and had nothing at all to do with the games.
No, but
It's schlocky, like. I mean, yeah.
the first Silent Hill, maybe, kinda.
Oh, Barbara really liked the first Silent Hill movie.
Gruesome.
There's that.
And, oh my god, I'm watching the OG Tomb Raider.
Oh, there was a Tomb Raider movie with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god, yes.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like lost to time.
It was, and also before he got big was Daniel Craig was I think villain in it or something.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. He was in it too before he became Bond.
I remember enjoying Casino Royale, but I don't remember much from it.
That's I think one of the best Bond movies because it went to the source material for a lot of the.
You
I
guys
love
like
Casino.
that one, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
it-
Casino and I love Quantum of Solace, which was like right after.
You're
It was kind of
kidding.
direct sequel. Why does everyone
You're
hate that
shitting
movie?
me.
It's
You're
just
shitting
universally panned. I don't remember anything from it, and I saw it in
I
theaters.
cannot believe you said that.
I liked Quantum. Leave me alone. My favorite's still
Are you
Skyfall,
kidding me?
but fucking, you know, whatever.
That's
You're
I'm
gonna
sorry, I
really
thought
hate
you
on
were saying
Skyfall
I thought you were saying that like ironically or as a joke. I cannot
for what?
believe
Quantum or Skyfall
Yeah.
or both?
that. No, Quantum of sore ass.
Sore ass.
Oh my god.
The
It's-
naked chicken oil will always stick out of my head. And yes, I know it's a real. I don't care.
I have no energy with which to argue about how horrible that movie is in every way, shape, and form. So
We should watch it
Uh,
again.
I'm just gonna sigh.
but no, my
and give
favorite
up.
Bond is still the Sean Connery. Did you guys like GoldenEye?
GoldenEye.
It's so campy. Like I really am not fond of Bond movies. I mean, the Daniel Craig like reboot was cool for a while because like it just took the character seriously again after like so many movies where it just got like super silly.
Yeah.
I like I said, I remember liking Casino Royale, but I don't know, this whole concept of like super spy and like betting exotic women and then like saving the world, it's just like it doesn't appeal to me that much. This like because every movie is like the same formula, you know,
Totally. I mean, I get
What's
it.
the?
very
I get it.
formulaic kind of thing.
I'm just gonna ask, what's the next? Wasn't there like a big controversy after what's supposed to happen after Time to Die? Like Craig's getting replaced, but wasn't there like some big controversy?
No, it's just Daniel Craig, like many of the other actors. They just come back again and again because of the paycheck, but they like artistically and spiritually don't want to like deal with it. Um,
Yeah, how can you
he
blame
gets,
him? He's old,
yeah, I mean,
man. Like he just wanted to
he's
fucking
old,
Bond forever.
and he dies or whatever. The character is like dead, so it's like it's just I don't know. I like James Bond because there's a nostalgia factor because of I watched it with like my uncle and stuff, so it's like fun in that way. And I read one of the books. I read Casino Royale, and it's okay, but it's not what the movies are. What I like also about the movies are that like it's an encapsulation of popular movie genres of the era. So like it really sort of created this like a spy thriller genre, the early Sean Connery ones, that evolves into this like campy like black exploitation kind of era to 80s action movies to 90s action movies and then early 2000s late 2010s action movies, each of which have their own kind of
Style.
flavor for better or worse, yeah,
Yeah.
and style. And I like it because it's it's cool to see it in that way, but the movies are very hit or miss. You have to watch them with the idea that they're absurd, some of them
Yeah,
are really
super
absurd.
absurd.
Yeah. And it has endured for such a long time, which is also kind of great. But the new ones are just horrible, like really unwatchable garbage. Ugh. But they don't have source material. Casino Royale was such a great reboot. It had so much going for it.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype around it. I remember it's just like a completely new Bond, like the way no
Yeah,
one's really seen before.
yeah, yeah. just grinding a little in this game.
Yep. Grinder.
That too. Grim Dark.
Rim dark.
The best genre.
Oh yeah, you enjoying it?
What?
I said, are you enjoying it?
What? This game?
Yep. I could have
Yeah.
sworn you said Gone Dark.
No, I said Grim Dark. Like
Oh,
movie.
Grim Dark. Sorry.
But yeah, no, I am definitely enjoying this game too. It's fun. It's not too difficult. Very doable. There's no permadeath, which is nice. There's permadeath in Final Fantasy Tactics, the original. Pretty brutal.
What, really? Like, you die and you have to start from the beginning of the game?
No,
if
party
your
members.
if your party members that you've recruited, if they die in the field and you don't recover them in 3 turns, they're dead forever.
Oh god. And that affects, like, the storyline?
Not really. It just sucks.
Oh, wow.
Like, I think if you recruit special characters and stuff who do have stories, I think maybe then the stories don't play out. But it's really only about the main character and yeah. But Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, they kind of course correct that, and they make it a lot more easy. The characters are not permadeath. Like,
Fast or something.
Alright. I've accumulated quite a bit of data.
yeah.
I've done
let's
this
see
level
here.
maybe like 20 times.
So nothing seems to be a lot of door 3.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure earlier today I did get second door, but haven't been able to get that again.
You could always look in your VOD too, right?
I know, but then I would have to dig like an hour of footage. One up is really split. Small health is really split. Big health is pretty split. And key is 100% consistent, which is cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
And nothing seems to be pretty consistent as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
so that's 2 out of the 3 that will give me a guaranteed result.
yeah.
Why does Batman Super look like he needs to pee? The constant gyration.
Gyration?
Your character, your
Oh,
character
like
idle, so
his
he's
like.
shifting.
Oh yeah, his right leg is just moving. Yeah, it's a little funny. Well, yeah, it's like that thing with characters, right? You gotta show that they're alive, so you have to show them like breathing. They're like they're always moving a little bit.
Dude is panting. Forget breathing.
Yeah, the data does seem representative of like a number of attempts. During actual runs, hopefully key will be the key.
Yeah. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Wonder if there's other parts of this level I can work on. Not large. And as I'm doing runs, I'll update the tracker as well. If I make it this far, I'll keep the data going.
Yeah, that'd be good. Modulating phase. Oh my god, the planet phase.
Phase.
That's just, I don't know how to feel about that.
Phase.
The cool thing about Metroid Prime 3 is I do like the Valhalla, that ship that's like
Derelict.
Derelict. Very derelict.
You can derelict your own balls.
And the Aurora unit being stolen from it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then that Aurora unit is the final boss. I just want to attack.
God damn. And none of them are CPUs. Crazy.
How do you tell if they're CPUs?
When you lose, the list tells you it's a CPU and it's a person.
Oh. Never looked at that.
That leaderboard?
Yeah. It has like an icon or something on it.
No, it was just use the name and then it gives you a basic.
Oh, interesting.
We're doing it, boys. We're cracking the code.
Sweet.
We're gonna claim dominion over this shitty game.
Yeah.
The name. It's a little reference for Steven.
What the?
I really need to give. Sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna tell Steven. I really need to give DS9 another rewatch. There's like a ton of stuff I forgot about already.
Yeah, I watch it all the time.
Does it still hold up for you?
Oh yeah.
Because like even as a kid, not knowing much better, it did feel different. Like the DS9.
Right. Yeah.
And that's when I think DS9 is when they transitioned to VPN.
No. Voyager was. They launched VPN with VPN now.
I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, no, it got absorbed somehow.
Alright.
That's something obviously that's I do watch television in the traditional sense.
Probably call it a night here, guys.
Yeah.
Got a lot of progress done. I think I'm pretty much ready to do runs again.
For this game?
Yeah, I think so.
Should be exciting.
Yeah. We're gonna see how far I can push it.
Are you allowed to do a ROM hack of the music, or would that ban you from the record?
I will have the original music playing.
No.
Ew. Make it stop.
Make it so.
So bad.
I'm pretty happy. Got some good things going on here.
Yeah.
Save this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and post this in the Discord. Might as well. I'm keeping that fucking I'm keeping that channel alive.
What, Discord?
Batman Beyond speedrunning Discord, of course.
Oh,
You
you
sh-
made a Discord for this?
No, it already existed, but you should join. You know, keep up with all the latest news.
How many members of that channel exist?
4.
I mean, hey, it's
It's
a
a
group
start.
of people.
No, what
It's
kind
cool.
of people? Questionable.
People who really are into the awful game.
So I'm not to get your cheeks fucking clapped with fucking Pokemon TCG. Jesus.
Yeah.
I gotta 1v1 you again.
Oh yeah. I haven't been playing other people actually.
Sorry, the app like overpowered Discord. What'd you say?
I haven't been playing other people actually.
It's already kind of a dick.
I beat one person. It was very, very close, but I did a really good job like beating them. But like a lot of swapping Pokemon out and retreating and all that stuff. It was quite difficult, but yeah, I don't know.
I beat a couple people, but like a lot of the things I'm seeing now is like when you're on a winning streak, they just pair you with someone who has like every card working in tandem all the time.
Right.
Like it was just kind of nuts. Like by turn 3, these things are dishing out like triple digit damage.
Yeah,
And,
it's bullshit.
and it's like the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh players. It's the same thing where like the game is supposed to end by turn 3. Like at that point, it's not fun.
Yeah, one of the craziest things I've seen is the Pokemon trading card game like World Championship or something. And basically some person like assembled like this deck that is just unstoppable. It just is basically like you put a Pokemon down and like it powers itself up and like every other Pokemon and then it's like but it's like 7 of the same cards and it's basically like who gets the lucky roll to go first wins basically. Like it's not even like anything more skill based out of it. It's just basically like I don't know, basically using cards in this like logic loop that just you know threads whoever you're fighting against with an equally like logic based deck that is trying to like shred you first. It just
Right.
doesn't seem like when I was a kid and we played a Pokemon card game, it would be like it was fun because you'd have like I don't know, you only had certain numbers of cards and like you had all the energy you had to attach and like that. There was like there was some skill in knowing how to play the game, but it wasn't like just all these broken ass cards. I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna shut the stream down because